This video is going to show you how to turn this worksheet into a self-grading worksheet or quiz like this, and then assign it to students in teams. I will also show you from the student side how to take the quiz or worksheet and then back to the teacher side so we can look at the process of marking the grades for it. Let's get started. The first thing that we'll do is a little prep work where we'll go ahead and take pictures of each of these images so that we have them ready to enter into our form. The process for this is with Windows 10, you have the ability to take quick snippet shots of exactly what you want. So how you do that is on your keyboard, you press down the Windows key, which is to the left of the Alt key, the Shift key, and the S like Sam key at the same time. When I do that, Windows Shift S, you can see that it grays the picture out and it brings up crosshairs. You put the crosshairs where you want to start, and then you press the left mouse key down and continue holding the left mouse key down while you paint the image that you want. When you're done, you lift your left mouse key off and it creates the picture. And then what we'll do next is in the bottom right of the screen, we will left click on that to open it. And then what we're going to do is to save this picture. So in the top right, we'll click the Save button. And then this is good. I'll put it here. So take note of where it's going to save. For me, it's going to be in my pictures and then in a Teams folder. And then I'm going to call this A and save it. And then you can close this one and go to the next one. So again, Windows Shift S. When I get to where I want to start, I press the left mouse key down. I paint the picture. When the picture is ready, I lift the left mouse key off. It creates my picture. And now next to the bottom right, I go down and click to open. Perfect. And then in the upper right, I click the disk to save. And I'm going to call this one B, and it's going to in the Pictures Teams folder. Click Save, and then I can close that one. And you just do that for all 6 of them. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through rather than show you all of them. Okay, so I've saved all 6 of my pictures in the Pictures Teams folder. And while I realize this seems like a lot of work, it saves you a lot of time in the grading end of it. So it's just a little bit of extra work in the beginning to save you time in the end. I'm going to minimize this screen, and then I'm going to keep note of these because I'm going to use these 6 numbers that were on this worksheet as the answers in my quiz. And that way I'll be able to quickly create one question and then copy the answers to each of the questions and then just mark which answer is correct per question. So now we're done with this page and we're going to move it off the screen and we're ready to go to Teams to start creating our quiz assignment. So the first thing I'll do is go to the Assignments tab and click it on the left. And then I'll click into the class that I want. If I had multiple classes, they would be listed here. Click the Next button. Click the Create button. And I'm going to choose Quiz. This will bring up forms, and what will happen is if I have quizzes I've made before, they'll be down here for me to choose, but I haven't made one yet, so I'm going to click on the New Form. And what you'll notice is that this launches me into a open website at forms.office.com. I'm already logged into Forms. If a different screen comes up for you, you are probably not logged in. So in the upper right area, you'll look for Sign In, and you'll sign in using your email address and your password. All right, so we're ready to create a new quiz, and this is very important. You need to choose the new quiz. If you choose new form, it won't let you do the self-grading part. So we'll choose the new quiz. And right away, we're ready to go. We just put the title to our quiz. So this is going to be value block. And I'm going to call this a worksheet more than a quiz. You can enter a description if you want, but I'm not going to do that now. And then the Add New button is going to say, ask me what kind of questions I want. I want multiple choice, so I will choose that. And I'm ready to put my question in. So, what is the value of the blocks in the picture? And again, I'm just going to do this once because it has a handy copy feature where you can copy the questions once you've made them. Over at the edge here, you notice that there's an icon, and when I hover, it says Insert Media. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to click on Image. And this is an image that's on my local hard drive, so I'm going to choose Upload. And then I just need to go to my picture here, and it's in, and then I will choose A because that's my first picture, and Open. And it will bring the picture in for me. Perfect. And now I'm ready to put my answers. And again, I'm going to use the answers that were on the original worksheet. So I'm going to enter those 6 numbers as my option, and then I'm going to use those for all the questions so that I can just copy. So this first one is going to be 9. And the second one, now this one is, the correct answer is going to be 13. So I'm going to add another one. 13 was my second one, and this is the correct answer, so I'm going to check mark right here that it's the correct answer. And then I'm ready to add another option, 15, 16, and 20. So I have my answers, and this is going to be worth 1 point. You could put what you want. There are not multiple answers, but it is going to be a required question. So I'm all set, and I'm ready to copy this to my next one. So right here, you'll see the icon says Copy Question. I'm going to click on that. And it's created question 2 now that looks identical. So what I need to do is go over to the picture and say, this picture I don't want. There's a trash can here. I'm going to click to delete the picture. Then I have my picture icon back, so I can choose it, choose my next image. It's going to be that I'm going to upload it from my computer, and choose B and Open. So this one is, the answer is 16. So I'm going to go to 16 and choose it, and it will automatically take the check mark off of 13. And so it lets me know this is going to be the correct answer. So now we're rolling. It's very quick. I'm going to do one more copy. And then once it brings it up. Okay, and so the picture's up. We click on the trash can. Then we put our new image in. Image, upload. This is question 3, so it's going to be C. And the answer to this one is 11, so we're going to check mark our correct answer. And then we're ready to copy down to question 4. I'm just going to fast forward through the rest of the copying until we get to all the questions being completed. All right, and so now my form is all completed, and I have all my new images and answers. So I'm going to go back to Teams, and it takes me back to this Create screen, which is fine. I'm going to say Create Quiz. And now there's my value block worksheet that we just created. Choose it and say Next. And it's in here. I'm going to assign it to all the students. We have our due date. It will post immediately with late turn-ins allowed. You can click on the edit button if you choose something different. Up at the top right, we assign it, and we're done. So now I'm going to log out as the teacher, and I'm going to log in as a student so that you can see what it's like for the student to take the quiz. Okay, so now I'm logged in as the student. This student is named Student Test 1. And as a student, I'm going to go to my assignments. And it's going to search for my classes. And I only have one class, so I'm going to choose my class and say Next. And here's my value block worksheet that's due tomorrow. I click into it and then click into the worksheet. And it says value block worksheet. Hi student, when you submit this form, the owner will be able to see your name and email address, which will be the teacher. So we have our first one, and it's bringing the image up right now. Okay, and so I go down and answer all of the questions. And this one's 9, 15, and 20. When I'm done, I click the Submit button. And it says, thanks, your response was submitted. View your results. So it tells me right here that I received 6 out of 6 points. And then I close. So great. Now what I'm going to do is to switch back over and log out as the student, log back in as the teacher so that we can see what the teacher sees on their end and record the grade. Okay, so now I'm logged back in as the teacher. That's me, TH, up there. And I'm going to go to the Assignments tab at the left, right here. And I'm going to go into my classroom and say Next. And this is the value block worksheet that we're looking in. So I'm going to look over at the right here and see, oh, 1 of 3 has been turned in. So I click into it. Student Test 1 has turned their assignment in. I can click on it. You can see here that they've received 6. Click here to look at the results. And I can see that the student received 6 out of 6. The 3 ellipses here, I click on that and I post the score. It's just as easy as that. Posting scores gives responders access to quiz results and feedback. Responders can see their scores by opening the original quiz link. Click on Post. And if you had more students that had turned results in, you would click up here to review the next one. We just have the 1 student, so this is it. And that's the end of this recording. Thank you.